Hello everyone, in this episode we will view another top-tier epic commander which can make a difference both in open field and structures defending battles. To understand him, it is useful to catch a few bits of his history to understand why he is special and why you shouldn't use him in farming. This commander is quite popular among archer-leading players. Hermann was a chieftain of the Germanic Cherusci tribe who famously led them to victory against 3 Roman legions in the Battle of Teutoburg Forest in 9 AD. His previous background taught him Roman tactics which allowed to ambush and destroy Roman legions as if they were ice creams in the sun. After this defeat, Roman Empire left Germans and never ever seriously tried to conquer them again. Modern historians call such victory as Rome's greatest defeat and one of the most decisive victory battles in history. In Rise of Kingdoms you can pick this commander and beat Romans again, so historians would have more battles to call Rome's greatest defeats. As we warmed up a bit, let's dive to important things. I have Hermann at level 60 who is capable of leading 200,000 troops. To level up your commander you earn experience by hunting barbarians and the forts which let you become stronger. Also, Guardians of Game objectives will boost your experience to make you a capable leader. The more experience to gain from what you do in the game, the stronger you become. To put it in perspective, the historic Teutoburg Forest battle gave him around 15,000 troops to lead. Here, in Rise of Kingdoms, you can lead 13 times larger armies. So basically you can lead significantly larger armies to beat your opponents to claim to be the victor of open field battles if you want. First skill separates you from the crowd because it can bite and silence your opponents. What does it mean? It means that ambush is the first skill. Something that made Hermann famous. It requires 1000 rage and when it activates, it deals a massive amount of skill damage. This is where you develop your expertise. However, the damage is not everything you will develop confidence in. When you hit your opponent with this skill you reduce their rage savings by 100, which means 10% of usual rage requirement. And they start being behind you in skill damage. Silencing your opponent is another advantage. It means when you will be facing annoyingly strong commanders like Richard or Monimoto, then you can delay their skill activation for 2 seconds. When their rage bar rises to the full and you manage to trigger this skill on them, they are screwed for 2 seconds. Richard can't heal and Monimoto does not inflict you any damage. It is good for you because you get the upper hand. Military Genius is the second skill you will find very useful. Especially on the open field. Everybody will say that cavalry in this game is the fastest unit imaginable. So you can't really escape from cavalry with archers if a friendly city is far away. This skill gives you some hope because you will make your army move faster compared to other archer commanders. So, Military Genius will boost your mobility on the map. This skill will bring a hard time for other non-cavalry armies to escape from you. Retreat for your opponent becomes inconvenient because Hermann is often faster than retreating army. It means easy kills for you. Besides, this skill increases your attack damage when you are leading archers. In massive battles, you eat enemies' health bar rather quickly and can move on hitting other marchers in no time. You know that increased attack and march speed are important for archers and this skill grants it. When you think of Hermann, Teutoburg Forest naturally comes to mind. That's perhaps why the third skill is called Legend of Teutoburger. It is all about defense right now. Like anything else, your city can be attacked by a single march, swarmed or rallied. Against all 3 types of attacks, Hermann provides a good defensive boost. It means when your city gets attacked in any form or shape, this skill will boost the attack of every soldier which are defending it at that moment. And on top of that, watchtowers will be empowered so they will deal more damage to those daring to zero you out. Twofold boost up to 7% each helps you to survive attacks and deal damage to your opponent more than he expected. And finally, the fourth skill to shape the tactics of your gameplay is this. National Hero is a skill which is partly luck-based. However, what it does for certain is the attack increase. This is the second attack boosting element for Hermann. It has 5 levels like any other skill which grants up to 10% attack. That you know for sure. The lucky element comes when you have the chance to raise up your rage by 100. The chance to trigger is as high as 10%, but it can prove vital in any combat. Specifically, when you are lucky enough to activate Rage Regeneration part, so it means you casting the first skill and screwing your opponent for 2 seconds. It pushes you ahead of your opponent in skill use frequency. As you will see and realize yourself, National Hero empowers both first and the second skills, so it becomes a superpower on the battlefield as far as epic commanders go. At this point, you are 50% ready for the real world in this game. To complete this, you need to understand what talents can do for Hermann to make him even stronger. There are 3 ways you can develop Hermann's talents. For example, the garrison specialization is very narrow and powerful. It is only a sensible choice when you want to defend your city from frequent attacks and protect your resources, then garrison talent tree is worth developing. Another way is to develop skill talent tree, which is often a recommended choice. It fits perfectly for the open field. This talent tree is designed around rage regeneration and skill damage. It is also smart for hit and run tactics when you can ambush the enemy to quickly use your first skill and retreat. In this situation, the enemy would be at a disadvantage and won't skill you back. So the skill talent tree makes your commander pairing stronger. Finally, the archer talent tree is designed around improving the strength of the troops you will be leading with Hermann. It was created having in mind boosting attack, defense, health and march speed of archers so they can be unbeaten on the battlefield. It is all about the troops. In the end, you will need to design your own talent tree based on your playing style. Skill damage empowers your commanders while archer talent tree empowers your troops. In this talent tree, you see the balance of 2 paths. And this is it. I hope you enjoyed this video, liked and commented. It really helps when you do that. From now on, you are more than ready to use Hermann to your benefit and fight anyone worth fighting against.